So, embedded system WE8691 Unit 3 Embedded Firmware Development Environment. So, Unit 3. So, Embedded Product Development Life Cycle. So, Embedded Product Development Life Cycle. So, it's analysis, design, implementation based standard problem and solving approach of embedded product development. The embedded product development cycle. So for the product development application we have to consider following these three things: analysis, design and implementation. For analysis part, what product need to be developed, that is called as analysis. For design, good approach for building it. For implementation, how they're developing it, the product, and how they realizing the design. It is called as implementation. So embedded product development life cycle. So this is embedded product development life cycle. So requirement of definition, the system specification and functional design. Requirement definitions. So what are the requirement needed to develop any product? And system specification. So system specification. So what are the components and softwares needed for completing particular task and application or developing the system? And functional design. And finally, the functional design made for, it's a brief intro of the project. It's like 2D or any graph or less something like that. Then detailed design. So that might be a 3D design or any other you know figure. So that's a detailed design given after completion of functional design. And finally, the detailed design once completed, the implementation part will start. The implementation, when it is over, then again the requirement definition will start. So this total cycle we can call as embedded product development life cycle. Need for EDLC. EDLC is essential for understanding the scope, and it facilitates complexity of the work, and it is used to developing embedded product. EDLC, it's EDLC. Why that EDLC is needed? The EDLC, first it defines interaction and activities among various groups of the product development phase. So that is EDLC. The project management system. That's an example for EDLC, and mainly it is used to developing embedded products. And EDLC, it's essential for understanding the scope and facilitates the scope, and complexity of the work will reduced by this EDLC. So that is the need of EDLC. So this is project management system design. Project management system design. It's look like a started from recruitment gathering. Then the process started recruitment gathering. Then process flow, system analysis, software design, module design, coding. So up to that, you can say this is verification. After coding, then unit testing, integration testing, system testing, acceptance testing. So from this flow, coding to acceptance testing, we can say that is validation. So verification and then validation. So verification part, this requirement gathering and system analysis. Requirement gathering. So what are the requirement needed to complete the project, particular task? That is requirement gathering. And system analysis. System analysis. You have to analyze the system and what are the things already we got and what are things we need to uh, we are not yet to get that system. That's a system analysis. And software design. So we have to apply the software design, that is, hardware side we already got the requirement gathering. For the system software, for software design, after gathered hardware, then we have to go software side. So what are the software is needed? Whether if you're going to design hardware side, if you need any VLC, Verilog hardware description language, VHDL or Verilog coding. So like that. And finally, module design. So if you want to complete the project, you have to split the module 1, module 2 and module 3, like that. Then that module design, we have to design the product. And finally, we have to write the coding. And coding part completed, the coding part completed, then unit testing will be started. That means the testing part will be continued. The first one is unit testing, that will be check it module design, and then integration testing, that parallelly, that will be test software design. Then system testing, that is check system analysis. And acceptance testing, that will check requirement gathering. So the coding to acceptance testing, we can say that is validation part. So requirement to coding, that is we can say verification part, and coding to acceptance testing, that is validation part. Okay, okay, thank you.